we all know that soils are incredibly important to help meet our increasing food demands around the world. And Canadian soils are variable, and they're changeable according to the management techniques that we use. So over time, we've asked a lot of different things out of soils. When agriculture first began in this country, we asked soils to help us to grow crops. And so we did this by tilling the soil, and it responded by building us a nice cropping system where seeds would germinate and grow. Then we've asked the soils to help us increase the yields that we saw on those crops. And they've accepted amendments like fertilizer and pesticides of all kinds to help increase the yield. We've asked soils to help us manage water, for example, by summer fallowing. And now we're asking soils to do something else for us, and that's to help us to mitigate climate change, and to help us to do that by taking advantage of the plant-soil relationships that will see more carbon sequestered below ground. We can sequester more carbon by doing things like reducing the tillage, by increasing the amount of plant litter that we leave behind, and by doing whatever we can do to foster the development of good soil microbes in the soil. So how do we do this into the future? We expect that there will be impacts of climate change in 2030, 2040, 2050, and well beyond, that will leave our soils a little drier and a little warmer overall. And once again, we're going to have to change our management techniques. It might include things like adding in cover crops, which we haven't done in most parts of the country, but that will keep the soils a little cooler and a little moister.